I'm a car dealer. I've started down this path. I have a Facebook page. I have a Twitter account. I'm posting a little bit, maybe not as consistent as I want to be, but I'm the intent's there, and I'm trying. What to you is the next thing they should be doing, or what's the next big thing even in 2014 from a social media perspective that dealers really want to watch out for, be prepared for, and start getting involved with?
I think number one is just do it. Start doing it. I see and I get so many messages and emails and all that, but a lot of dealers out there will say, hey, I hired somebody. And then what happens is they tell the person 2 weeks later, how come we're not selling cars off it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna hire somebody to do your social media, give them a shot to actually do it. And like I said, this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And what I hear is a lot of upper management maybe not supporting the social media, which means that I'm a firm believer that everything has to start from the top and kind of be put through the dealer culture throughout and really be supported. I think the dealers that are doing it really good are having just tons of fun with it. What's new in social media? What's the next big thing? Honestly, it's not. It's really just creating great content, having awesome context, having fun with it, using it as a portal. I mean, you got restaurants now, you can tweet to them for reservations.
Yeah.
I mean, use this technology and be innovative. I personally think the automotive industry in lots of ways is archaic.
Absolutely.
And it's great to see, companies like Strathcom, tons of guys that are starting to come in and say, hey, let's make this industry the industry that it needs to be. I mean, we're not selling $5 items. I mean, you could buy a car as much as you want to spend, but the average consumer is spending what, 40 grand?
Yeah.
On an average purchase. I mean, and they're carrying it for 5 years, and then if I'm a used car salesman, I want them to come trade it back in, give them their appraisal. I mean, we know how it goes, but have fun with your marketing. Talk about what are we doing right now. Assess and say we need to do digital, and let's find either somebody that we're going to hire on staff and give training to, or hire somebody outside that's going to make sure we're consistent. A part of my weekly regimen is I just look at dealers on social media, I look at their websites, and I see what's the conversation going on. 95% of dealers are just 0.9% financing, 2 pay stubs are guaranteed, like the most generic stuff.
What's the sale this weekend?
The positive in that is at least they're on and they're making an effort. They got the intent. So the other ones usually are, oh, hi, how's it going? And then there's no content for 5 days. I mean, if anybody knows when somebody's car shopping, I mean, somebody goes to a consumer 5 days, I mean, they've already been in their vehicle, they're traveling to Banff, they're doing the selfies on Facebook with their vehicle. I mean, they're having a ton of fun in 5 days. If you're responding to that, like it's gone, right? So, I mean, my advice is just, assess it, understand that you need it. Don't look at it as a bad thing. It's just change and have fun with it.
Excellent. What, I guess, to kind of finalize it, is there a dealer out there in your mind that is really kind of killing it, and whether it's US or Canada, but who's really kind of killing it from a social media perspective, or who's someone that you look to and you say, oh man, that dealer, they get it, they're doing a good job of it?
I'm not pumping my own tires. When I was at Zender Ford, I mean, I loved what we did there. We did contests. I mean, some of the events we had, I mean, people were crying literally. We used that portal really to tell a story. There's another company, I think they're in the States, it's called Lebanon Ford. They are some cool guys there. They put a lot of effort into their storytelling. If you go to their Facebook or Twitter, at first glance, you're not like wowed, but if you actually take the time to explore it, they do some pretty cool things. And they really care. Like, you can tell they're doing funky things. And I mean, I find it valuable as a customer that's not even in the market for a car. Just looking at some of the things, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know that.
Absolutely.
And if you can use your website and your Twitter and your Facebook and your Google Plus and all those and your YouTube to literally create something that would help a potential customer, chances are you might get considered when he's in the market, or if he knows a friend.
Absolutely. Okay,
Right?
Excellent. I think the big thing, guys, with social media is it is not too late to still be early. You can still get in and be a leader in the social media arena in the Canadian automotive space. Thanks so much for coming out, Ryan.
Sure.
Really appreciate it. If people want to get a hold of you, it's info@ryanholtz.ca.
Yep, at Ryan Holtz1 on Twitter, LinkedIn, the whole shabam.
Okay, excellent. And Ryan's bread and butter, obviously he can help you in dealership if you have questions. Please reach out to him or us at Strathcom, and we're happy to get you in contact with him or answer your questions. Please fire us an email, give us a shout, and we'd be happy to help.